way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper, was left behind.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fox. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Austin McGinnis on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead... And it just brings up 4th down.
Davis there on the coverage.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
For a Jet.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
The extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Wilson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
22 yards.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Packers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
That's the end of the
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes, right side.
That's how we do it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. From the shotgun, Wilson, and he's brought down. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield gets this one to use check. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Touchdown, Packers.
Mayfield's pass.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Yards on the play. Leads to third down and
on 3rd and 1, Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
First down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second and 11. At the 35-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back now here on EA Sports.
28.
It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going up top. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Austin McGinnis set to go.
McGinnis with a kickoff honors following a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Green Bay.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get away, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Play action. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Jets. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Packers.
Mayfield now from the 50. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Mayfield here. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Jets, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to
Stop.